Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing the license plate relocator on the 370Z Nismo. If you are getting one of these and plan to get one of these, know that there is no mounting point anywhere here for a license plate. They do have a bracket that you can do it here, but of course that means that you're going to be drilling a hole into your bumper. So chances are you may be looking at one of these. So this is going to be a demonstration of how we put this thing on. The license plate that we are going to install today is from Moore Axle. These guys make a lot of quality license plate relocator kits for high-end car, and they actually have a lot of Nissan plates. If you get to this site, you're gonna go to the Nissans and Ferrari kits. It's got a couple of Ferrari, but mostly Nissan kits on its link. And this one is my kit right here. And when you are selecting your relocator kit for your Z, make sure that you get the right one, because they do have different bumper, and depending on the bumper, the length of the tow hook bolt that comes out, it's going to be different. So if you select the wrong one, it might be touching the bumper or might be sitting out too far. As you notice here on this page, the 15 to 17 has its own relocator kit for the Nismo, and then the 09 to 14 has its own kit, and then the regular Z and the sports or the touring from 09 to 13 has its own, and so on and so forth. But you pretty much get the idea of where I'm trying to go here. So I already finished plastic dipping my relocator plate here. It's all black. I wanted to match my Z. And what you're gonna have to do with this thing is figure out where you're gonna put the plate on the car, or how it's gonna be placed in the front. So I already selected that I'm gonna use the second hole at the left, and then that's where my big bolt here is gonna go right in, on that hole right there. And on the opposite of it, this star washer is gonna be sitting in between the tow hook bolt and this bolt right here, so that it won't get stuck together as it sits on the car for a long period of time. Once you get all your gear, then you're gonna come over here to the Z and find where the tow hook cover is on the right side of the front of the bumper, and that's where it is here on the car. You could see it, you can see the cutout right there where my finger is, and that's where we're gonna be yanking on. When pulling this thing out, there's not any right way of doing it, but you just kind of have to feel it. Once you feel it, then you started to wiggle it, and eventually it will loosen up. But then it's pretty tight, so you may have to give it some force like that. But that's how it is. This thing, you might want to keep this thing safe. I will probably put this in my glove box in case I need it in the near future. After that, then bring this bolt in. The tow hook bolt will go into the tow hook hole right there, and it may take you a couple of seconds to fill the hole. It takes me roughly, it's gonna say 15 seconds before I started to fill the hole and started to fill the thread going in. But once it goes in, it should be fairly straightforward. Remember that this thing, or not everybody is going to be using it for just, on a good weather. You may need to put anti-seize there if you daily drive this thing in all weather. I don't use anti-seize, so that's probably why you don't see me applying any anti-seize to it. Once that sits in there, you should be able to see it like that. And here you see me bringing a vice grip here to make sure that this thing sits in there snug. It does damage your plastic dip a little. It damages my plastic dip, but it is just plastic dip. So on a good day, I probably gonna have to spray it black again. But that's good enough for now for the sake of demonstration. Once that is in, bring in the big bolt and the star washer along with the plate, and just pick a hole. My hole is on the top left, and I've taken this thing out a couple of times. This is the second or third time, so that's why my plastic dip on the top right hole or left, wherever you may call it, is aluminum, where you can see the inside. But once that sits in there, then you can kind of have to guess how you might want to sit it in there. To secure the nut or the bolt, you're gonna need an Allen wrench, which is provided, but I like to use mine because mine has a yellow handle for grip. And it takes a little figuring out because I try like 2 or 3 times different Allen wrenches size until I get that right one anyways. But if you use the one that is provided, it will be a good one. It's just that it doesn't have, you know, enough grip for you because it's too short. But once that is in, set it into the position that you would like. You may need to step away from the vehicle to look at how straight it is, because some people are really PC about having it sit straight on the vehicle. But that's how it looks like on mine, with the car facing that way. You could turn it the other way, which I'm gonna show you right now how like it looks if you flip it the other way. That's what those holes are for. You could adjust it like how many dots to the left and right, and it will probably change the visual outcome of the plate relocator sitting in front of the Z. But I'm gonna flip it over so you can see it, how some people might put it on theirs. And it's a good thing that those holes are aligned both top and bottom, so either way your plate could sit on it. I'm gonna step back so you can look at it. It's kind of crooked, but it is what it is. So there you have it. That's how it looks like on the car. Now we just need to bring over the plate and secure it, and we should be done here. So here you see me bring over the Allen wrench again to secure it one last time, and I give it a final spin with everything locked in, which is to help it sit tight on the car. And I went over with the Allen wrench a couple of times too, just to make sure that it's gonna sit there tight. I don't plan on taking this thing out for a while. That's why I have to make sure that everything sits securely. So once that sits securely, then the last thing is just the plate, and I'm gonna be bringing in my plate here shortly so you can see it. But that looks secure now, so in with the plate. So here's the plate, and I got the Nismo plate. That thing is pretty spendy. It's about 35 bucks. But you want to make sure that the back tabs locks the plate in like that, and then you just have to focus on making one of the screws sit in there first. Once the first screw sit in, then the rest is just one final bolt to go, and you have your license plate relocator. So once you finish installing the motor axle license plate relocator kit on your car, this is how it's going to look like up close, and notice how tight or precise it sits on the front bumper of the Z. And this is the view from the front once you finish installing it. It is pretty sweet looking, and that's from the side view in case you're wondering. Thank you for watching me put this nice relocator kit on. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something from this, and I hope that if you're looking for a relocator kit, this helps you. Look forward for more videos from me. I will probably be doing more project on this bad boy, and with that, peace out.